Hello students, myself Rakesh Misra. In previous video lecture, you have learned the C4 cycle. That portion was the last topic of the chapter 13, that is photosynthesis in higher plants. This is the time to begin chapter 14, that is respiration in plants. So let me begin the chapter 14, respiration in plants. The 13th chapter was photosynthesis in higher plants, while the chapter 14 was respiration in plants only. Why? This is because respiration is common whether the plants are higher or lower, while the process of photosynthesis and the photosynthetic pigments, types of photosystem, cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation, that is photophosphorylation, are not same in all kinds of plants. It means we can say that photosynthesis is not same or not similar in all kinds of plants. Some plants that are higher plants may have the different kinds of photosystem, different kinds of photophosphorylation, different kinds of photosynthetic pigments, while some that are lower plants may have the other different kinds of photosystem, photosynthetic pigments and photophosphorylation. As you all know, in case of photophosphorylation, the higher plants has non-cyclic kinds of photophosphorylation, while in lower plants only cyclic kinds of photophosphorylation. In case of photosystem, the higher plants has both photosystem first and photosystem second. In lower plants only photosystem first. In case of higher plants, the chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B found as a photosynthetic pigment, as a cheap photosynthetic pigments, while in lower plants only chlorophyll B and C found, D and C found. So photosynthesis in all plants may differ, but the respiration is similar whether the plants is lower or higher. Let's see what is respiration. Respiration may be defined as the biochemical process in which respiratory substrate get broken down to release energy. Respiration may be defined as the process of the biochemical process in which respiratory substrate get broken down to release energy. Here one term is respiratory substrate. What is respiratory substrate? Listen. According to chapter 13, you have learned the carbon dioxide and water store later in form of glucose, and that glucose later available in cell and broken down to release carbon dioxide, water plus energy, because here the energy also utilized in form of ATP and NADPH. That energy earlier was the light energy. Later convert itself into chemical energy, and that chemical energy is stored into glucose as in form of ATP and NADPH, and later the glucose after breakdown to release the carbon dioxide and water. So we can say that story that begins from carbon dioxide and water further ends with carbon dioxide and water. Listen. So the substrate that broken down to release the energy is known as respiratory substrate. This respiratory substrate may be the glucose, maybe the fat, maybe the protein, or maybe organic acid. Organic acid. So we can say that respiratory substrate not only the glucose. In you have pre-mindset, respiratory substrate are glucose only that give you energy. In different conditions, protein, fat, organic acid may also act as respiratory substrate and also act as the source of energy. So, respiratory substrate are those kinds of biomolecules that gives energy after broken down. That energy is stored in the respiratory substrate in form of bond energy, as you have learned in previous chapter. So, the process in which respiratory substrate get broken down to release energy is known as respiration. This should be learned by you in your own language. Keep in mind, here the glucose get broken down to release energy. Keep in mind, this can be explained by means of the external respiration, that is breathing, and internal respiration, that is the cellular respiration. So let I define you the different place where the respiration happen. Suppose that this is your body. When you inhale oxygen, then immediately the released gas is carbon dioxide. This is not a magic, this is a logic. How it happened? How the oxygen that enter in your body immediately convert into carbon dioxide? Actually, this not happen immediately. This is the long lasting process and the biochemical process. Listen carefully. Oxygen that enter in your body turn into the cell. This is the cell. And in the cell, glucose that you gain from the plants doing the photosynthesis by using the light energy synthesize the glucose, later also available in your body when you are in the second trophic level or in the third trophic level. Glucose by means of the producer transfer to the consumer of the second trophic level and the consumer of the third trophic level, and to the different food chain this glucose can be transferred to the different organisms. So this will available in your cytoplasm, in your cell by means of plants, because plants utilize the light energy. So this glucose wait for oxygen. The glucose without oxygen cannot broken down. Listen carefully. Anaerobically it can broken down but release very least in amount. So here oxygen if react with glucose, then glucose after reaction with oxygen, that is C6H12O6, by means of 6 molecule of oxygen release carbon dioxide and 6 molecule of water plus energy. This happen in your cell. So what happened for the carbon dioxide that release? This will return back to the next pathway by which the oxygen enter. So this will turn to the external parts and in form of carbon dioxide this will release out. And what happened for water in plants? This released in form of water vapor by means of transpiration, and energy this utilized to perform the different functions like growth and development in plants and in animals by means of different kinds of physical activities. So here we can say that there are two different steps of the respiration. Here only exchange of gases happen. Only exchange of gases happen. Only exchange of gases happen. Keep in mind. It means we can say that no glucose broke or no glucose broken down. It means we can say that no ATP synthesized. No ATP synthesis. That is no ATP synthesis. Keep in mind, no ATP synthesis or no ATP form or no ATP generate. It means no energy release. No energy release. This phenomenon is known as the breathing. This is known as the breathing. So breathing means all about the physical process of inhalation and exhalation. These collectively known as ventilation. The inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of carbon dioxide, collectively known as ventilation. So this is the normal process or common process of the breathing. That is common process by which only the oxygen and carbon dioxide get exchanged. No glucose break, no ATP synthesized, that is no ATP release, no energy release, and not only any biochemical process happen. But in this way we can say that the biochemical process happen. Biochemical process happen. Biochemical process happen. Keep in mind. And this is known as cellular respiration. Cellular respiration. This is the cellular respiration because happened in cell. Glucose breakdown. In this way we can say that energy release. So different way you can explain regarding this. This way we can say that cellular respiration and glucose broken down, energy release. This is the biochemical process. This is the physical process. This is all about physical process. So the basic difference between respiration, cellular respiration and physical respiration, that is the breathing, it is your homework. What is the difference between breathing and respiration? This is common in animals as well as in plants. The cellular respiration, that is broke down of glucose, is common whether the organisms are animals or organisms are plants. But this is uncommon in plants and animals. In plants, there is very simple types of exchange of gases occurs by means of the stomata, root hairs, lenticel and hydrathodes. This may help to do this function, but cell is common. Cells are also found in animals as well as plants. In animals, the exchange of gases occurs through the specific organs like nostril, mouth, trachea, that is nostril, mouth, spiracles, lungs. Keep in mind, this perform the exchange of gases. So this is uncommon in animals and plants. This is common in animals and plants. This is your homework. In next video lecture, we will learn about the steps of respiration. Thank you.